So here's a little quick start on the juggle game. So your juggle game, the idea is that you keep the balls in the air. Each time a ball hits the paddle, it's going to go faster and faster. And eventually this is going to go fast enough where I can't keep up. So I'm just going to end the game, and notice when I end the game stops. I've got a little counter going on here. And I just want to show you how to get started. So we had this here. We've got a paddle that moves and a ball that moves. Don't use this one. This is kind of like your notes. So what you should do is create a new Java scenario. I'm just going to save it on my desktop. I'm going to call it my bounce. You should put your name there. Actually, I'll do that. I'll put Mr. G bounce and create it. And here it is. I would start by making my world larger. It's set here to 800, or it's set 600, 400. I'm going to change 800, 600. I'm going to put a comma false there so things can actually go off the screen if you need them to. And next, I would start by creating a ball object that's very similar to this one. Now, I would just kind of look at the code that I have here, but I don't need all this code. Like, all I want to do is make the ball move up and down. So, do I need a radius? Probably not. Do I need a speed x and a speed y? Well, I could have both, but I only want it to move in the y direction, so I would kind of just make my speed x 0. Now it's only moving up and down. So I would do that when I move that over. And then when I create the paddle is going to be different as well in my new game. Right, my current paddle, if we take a look at it, my current paddle moves in the y direction. I get the y direction of the mouse. That moves it up and down. I want my new paddle on this game to move left and right. So I would change this. I would get the X position here, and then I would set the location. These would be reversed. Right now the X is not moving, and I'm changing the Y position. So it's important that you kind of understand this, that if I did this the opposite way, over here it wouldn't say get. A lot of people will just change these and they'll put get X over here. Well, that doesn't make sense that you would get X for your Y position, the right one. The second coordinate is your Y position. So this would always be get Y. And I'm just going to change this back so my code is working. So kind of keep that in mind when you're creating your paddle there. And that's it. That should help you get started.